Hey guys, Reception here. I wanted to make this video about leveling up your skills using hotkeys rather than using your mouse or cursor down here to level it up manually. So I recently made a video about saving your level ups for when you're actually planning on using your abilities, and I got some pushback from people who said, there's literally no upside to saving it, and it's frustrating to like level it up in a team fight when you might need it. And I think the people that are frustrated about leveling it up when they might need it are probably looking down here and clicking on their abilities, and they're consuming some of their attention and focus during the team fight on looking at their skill and actually manually clicking something like their ult leveling up or their W or their E at a pivotal moment. And what I'm suggesting is that you learn to use Control Q to level up your Q, right? And you can do this. You can hit Control. I hit Control with this part of my hand right here, and I just mash it down, and then I use my fingers to hit the keys that I want. But you could use your pinky. You could just use your pinky if your pinky normally rests on shift, or you could use this part of your wrist to hit the control button as well. You can just kind of mash it down. While I have it held down right now, you can pretty much just keep playing like normal while you're leveling up your abilities. So why do I think it's so important to level up your abilities? Well, it's because oftentimes you get into little fights at like level 2. Like the second you hit level 2 here, you usually want to level up and then use your W or use your dash move, and it actually does come down to a little millisecond level up usage that you want to be using that skill immediately upon hitting level 2. And that probably happens in a high number of games. So that's something that you want to start doing. If you're not used to it, you can come into custom games like I am, practice it. I would suggest doing it for something like, I don't know, 10 minutes, and then going back and playing normal games. You know, you can practice CSing, you can practice CSing, you can practice things like this mechanic of leveling up your skills using hotkeys. All right, so let's say I am level 10 here, and I'm going to say, let's say I all in this poppy here. So I pop my ult, I go in, I make a big play, and then I get out. Okay, and let's say during that play I level up. Now, part of using these hotkeys to level up is that you don't necessarily want to press R to level up, right? Right here, you want to save this because your ability is already on cooldown. Like, yes, you're 11. Maybe it's natural to level up your ult a second time, but maybe you get into a fight in the next minute where you would want to have your E leveled up a second time, because leveling up E adds 30 damage to each dash, so that would have done 60 more damage ish. And you can use that dash with a lower cooldown. You can use it, and you'll probably use it. Here it says it has a 10 or an 11.5 second cooldown. So maybe you use it, say 5 or 10 times before your R comes back off cooldown. So if you level it up, you might do 300 or 400 more damage during that level if you're constantly trading with your opponent. Now, you're not oftentimes actually constantly training with your opponent, but you can see this whole time I've been talking about this, leveling up my R would have done nothing. And what you'll find is that oftentimes you can actually get close to level 12 if you had leveled your E here. And it doesn't actually change anything. So I kill her here. Obviously it's not a fair fight, but my point is that this wave here, I hit 12 and I level up my ult, right? So now, yes, you probably want to level up your ult here, right? On someone like Renekton, because it's off cooldown and you'll actually use it now. But during that long phase where, you know, the minute and a half or 2 minutes where you don't have your ultimate, you might want to level up E instead and just play a little bit safe while you're setting up for your second, your level 12 level up, where you'll actually get your ult. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that in general. I think that a lot of people kind of underestimate how important it is to level up using your hotkeys. You don't want to be looking down at the bottom of your screen in the middle of a fight. Oftentimes at things like dragon fights, 2 or 3 or 4 people are dying. Maybe you kill dragon, maybe you're killing baron or void grubs, and a lot of XP is being exchanged. And so oftentimes you do level up. And when you've got your level up, you don't want to be looking down here at E and click E and then go back to trying to combo people, right? It's just not very efficient or good to have your eyes down at the bottom of your screen. Okay. So let's talk about some downsides from using hotkeys to level up. Let's pretend that I've got an enemy over here and I want to combo him. Let's say I'm this level. Okay. So let's say I just barely hit 16 in the middle of a fight and I'm in the middle of my combo. What happens pretty often is you'll do something like dash and you'll level up your W while you're trying to use W on them, because what you're thinking is, oh, I want to level up my R and now use my R. So you can make mistakes where you can even do it twice. You can level up again and you could do the same thing. You just kind of roll your hand across the keyboard accidentally while trying to level up. So that is one downside to leveling up using the hotkeys, is that it takes a little bit of practice. So you'll want to actually practice this. It's not something that you'll get your first time. And it may seem better or easier to just come down. Like in the middle of a team fight, you're not going to screw up coming down here and just clicking this, right? Like that's pretty easy to do, especially since it's not really that close to your W. But Control W and W are very, very similar when you're trying to do combos like E, W, Control R, R. It's very easy to get kind of mixed up and do E, W, Control W, R, right? As you can see, it's kind of like a complicated like little combo where you might make a little bit of a misclick and level up the wrong ability. So that's something to watch out for. I think you should practice it. You know, it might take you 30 or 40 games to get really good at it, but I think it's something like that. It's probably 30 or 40 games. Most players will get pretty good at leveling up using hotkeys instead of leveling up using that bottom panel. So go try it out yourselves. I think this will improve your games. Something all the pros do. All the pros level up using the hotkeys, because when you hit 6, you want to be able to use your 6 the millisecond that you have 6. You don't want to be looking down in the middle of a fight. You're looking down at your character panel and going, I'm going to click that R and level it up. That's not something the pros do. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys learned something. Please leave a like, comment on the video, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.